It's it's gonna be 5 years since I started my business, and maybe I'll share the name of my business in this video, maybe not. But it's been 5 years, and since I'm in this process of really getting ready to relaunch the business, restart the business, it's just been on my mind. I've just been in this reflective mode of thinking about where did I come from? I've really been thinking about the origin story of my business. It's an online business, and I just want to share really how it all started. I want to share how it started and how it failed and what that failure looked like. And maybe I will go a bit into what, like, how am I trying to now make this a successful business? So, my name is Nala. I'm a personal brand consultant specializing in brand development and YouTube content strategy. In my last video, I let you guys know that in preparation for the launch of my service, I am going to be choosing 3 people to give a free personal branding session to. The amount of people that just signed up for that, or applied for that rather, I'm so surprised. So that I have my number. I had to close the door on that, and I will be working through the folks and eventually choosing someone. But I do have another opportunity for anyone that just wants to be a part of this early access experience. I am going to be hosting a free event. Now it is virtual. Um, Spots are limited, and it's going to be an intro to personal branding on YouTube. So if you are interested, please check out the link in the description box below. I would love to have you. It's going to be an intimate experience. I'm not going to have tons of people there, and we're just going to really, or I'm going to be talking to you all about really how to get started with building your personal brand on YouTube. Really giving you actionable tips and advice to get that going. So cool. Launch your channel, visualize your brand, and shape your personality on YouTube. Learn how to master these and other essential skills for your personal brand. Free worksheets and tools to build your brand on YouTube are available at nalawright.com. Where did this all start? So, my business began as a branding and content marketing agency. And I really envisioned myself doing brand design work. Like, I was going to be, right, I was a self-taught. This is the thing. It's so hard to tell this story because it's like, I thought I could just be the vision for what these designs would be. I never wanted to rely on myself to execute them because I would be a self-taught graphic designer, and I just didn't have the skills to execute my visions. I didn't know how to use these programs. I just didn't know, and that's why it was an agency model, so that I can hire skilled or work with skilled graphic designers to implement this vision that I would have for my client, and that got tricky. I dove into my business head first and was just so excited to finally be in my entrepreneurship bag. All right, I don't know if I'm ever going to show this footage or how I'm going to use this content. I don't look the best, the greatest. I'm just here in my house working on things. And right now, I just did something that I've been wanting to do since this summer. So I live in Atlanta, Georgia, and to start a business here, one of the initial steps is to create a business, register your business. And I just submitted the application for that. The application for that was $100. And I don't know how long it's going to take. There was an option to have it reviewed in 2 days and same day. The 2 day price, the filing fee, regardless, is $100. The 2 day price is an extra $100, and the same day is an extra $250. I think so. So I just did regular. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait, and I think that's the first step. And then I can get a tax, an EIN, and all those next steps. But I did it. So it says, thank you for your application. Your business formation filing has been sent to the corporation's division for review. Your business formation filing. Your business formation. Okay. Let's get information. Your business formation filing has been sent to the corporation's division for review. If the name is available and the document complies with Georgia law, these articles will be accepted and you will receive an email confirmation along with your certificate. If your name is not approved and or the document is not accepted for filing, an email notification will be sent with instructions on how to refile. You can view your certificates, receipts, or confirmations at any time by clicking on the dashboard on the top menu. So today's October 12th, and we'll see how long it takes. I'm going to call on Tuesday. Monday's a holiday, and just get an idea of how long it should take and see if I can get it pushed or whatever. Just be persistent. Go in there. I want this to be reviewed, and I want Halan Group LLC to be my business name. I'm forming an LLC. This is step one of forming an LLC. So that's that. So, yeah, and just can we rewind a little bit before that? I started creating money for myself primarily through freelance copywriting, social media copywriting. That's something that I don't like. Writing is one of my top skills. And so I was doing that, and I really wanted to get into brand design. Like, I love it. I love that. But again, I couldn't do the designs myself. So I was like, you know what? There's Fiverr. I can just get the client, create the project, communicate my vision, and someone else will execute it. That's why it's an agency model, because it's not only me. I'll be working with other talented people who mainly have strong talents in the areas that I don't, but I want to run the whole ship. And it was a mess. It just was a mess. And really, I would say the business failed because I wasn't charging. I didn't understand pricing, like, and how to really choose my prices. Because I was so new, I also did a little bit of self-sabotaging and really underpriced for what I would be offering. I just wanted to I was thirsty. I was thirsty for clients, and I was willing to take whoever, and I was really willing to charge low just so I can increase the amount of people who would want to take what I had to offer. And I didn't know about how to present my offers, how to make a compelling website that would attract clients. I didn't know none of that. I just knew I had a passion for this. It was something I genuinely wanted to help others in, and I saw it was a need, and I just kind of went for it. And I overall, I had clients that I really enjoyed and learned a lot from collaborating with, but I would say, for the most part, who I ended up attracting, because I feel like I was in a desperate mindset, scarcity mindset, just just clawing my way through, just trying to get whoever. I ended up tracking clients that weren't for me, weren't my ideal client. And it made the work that, as I mentioned, so happy to do, so passionate about doing, it sucked away all of that. And I really knew I wanted to pivot from brand designing and content marketing because of a lot of reasons. But I would say just primarily I wasn't working with who I wanted to. I didn't take one of the mistakes I made because I didn't know. I made the mistake of not outlining who is my ideal client. Who is that person I would love to work with? What are the qualities they have? What kind of work ethic do they have? There's so many different bullet points that I could have came up with if I knew that was something that I needed to do. And if we just kind of, that's what I recognize. I stop. I stop. I finish out my contract with my primary client. I didn't take any more clients, and I just went on this pause to figure out what is it that you want to do now? Where do you want to pivot to? And in the midst of that pause, I had to do a lot of self um, discovery, development, a lot of healing. A lot of that I did talk about in my last video. And also, my now husband, but partner at the time, we got into real estate. That took my attention. Um, and then also, I did start a YouTube channel. I didn't know who I was really talking to. I didn't have a true strategy. I just was like, I can't wait anymore. I need to get on YouTube, and I just didn't. That was a failure. So I'm caught up in that. This is when I'm learning how to edit for the first time, learning how to do thumbnails. I'm doing every single activity involved with doing YouTube for the very first time. And boy, was I stressed out. I didn't have no kid back then. We lived in Seattle in our own apartment. I had all the time in the world to do my YouTube channel, build my business, but the strategy wasn't there. Like, the plan was not in place. The target audience, or my ideal customer, was not in place. So I'm just really lost in the sauce, floating around, but I'm still taking action. Please keep that in mind. I'm still taking action. And, you know, we keep going on. YouTube isn't working out, and I'm getting discouraged because I'm getting very low views, like barely any engagement. It's not working for me. Very, I'm gaining all this weight because I'm stressed out. So then, I have to take a break from YouTube. I eventually just stopped with YouTube altogether. I couldn't stay consistent like y'all, like that. My first channel was a real failure. And I couldn't stay consistent on there. And it's just like YouTube was taking up most of my time and energy. So I'm not really doing as much business development. I'm just trying to like work on the marketing. I'm sorry if I feels a little bit caught up, but like YouTube has always been a part of me building my business, and I'm trying to get that up and running, but it's failing. Okay, whatever, life goes on, blah blah blah. I find out I'm pregnant. This is June 2022. This is June 2022. I find out on the random, completely unplanned, completely out of nowhere. If you ask me, I'm pregnant. And talk about a halt and a pause. I put every creative endeavor, business endeavor, outside of the real estate stuff, which, that's a story for another time. If you're ever coming to Atlanta, though, please let me know. We have an Airbnb. We might put that up just for tenants, which we look, just, I got an Airbnb. I'll link it in the description box, our Airbnb. But, yeah, I'm pregnant, and I'm like, hold on, I'm still trying to figure. I'm in the process of trying to create my personal brand, really figure out who I want to be on the internet, figure out what this business is going to pivot into, and now I have to figure out who I'm going to be as a mom, like my identity as a mom. Like I just had to like fully just dive into my pregnancy and really turn like all my attention inward and really focus on getting myself in a place to grow a human inside my body. So cool, cool, cool. I have my daughter in February 2023. Cool, cool, cool. You know, I start this channel in June 2023. Try and do it, try and get it done while being a new mom, while being a wife, like I get burnt out. I stop after a month and a half, take a break. Take a break, and I come back November 2023. Now this part, I feel like I've stated the most of how November 2023 on my channel, that November 2023 is when I started this being consistent on this channel. And since then, I have maintained that consistency. And, you know, over 8 months in right now, this is where we are right now today in this video. And I'm in the process of preparing to come out with a new service after really being away from doing business like activity outside of doing my YouTube channel for over a year and a half. Not only did I really tune into my pregnancy when I had my daughter, I was learning how to be a mom. Like I did not bother myself too much with the business development, really anything. I just really focused on mom life. So yeah, I here I am now, like really last week just ushered me, pushed me back into like the business stuff. Like I had to look up and be like, wait, Nala, you are in a place mentally and like professionally where you feel as though you can continue doing YouTube and pull something else onto your plate outside of my other responsibilities in my life that aren't related to my career. I feel as though I can get back to building this business. And I was like, wow, look at where we are now. Look at where we are. I'm here. I'm ready to build my business again. And it's just like who would have known? And I'm the way I'm able to execute right now. Let me just let you know something. Execute what is the word of the year I chose. That's my word of the year. I don't know why I said it like that. Execute is my word of the year. And the way I'm just able to execute right now, I just thank God for moving through me the way He is, because it's just like I'm able to get it done. Do I face some roadblocks or do I face some challenges? I definitely do, but it's like I have an idea, I'm executing it. And I'm doing this a lot. It's a lot of DIY going on, but it's just a testimony to the skills I've developed over time, the skills that I now have after really failing my business the first time around. And I say that I failed because it's like I only made $4,000 in total from maybe like the how many, let's say, I would say year and a half or so, or year and a half, 2 years, something around that time. Like I only that's all that I made, and like that's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to throw up in a. You've seen the YouTube videos. Oh, I made 100. I just saw one today. Made 100K in 7 months or 4 months with my. It was just something like that. Like those are the headlines or the video titles or the things that you see. Is like people making a large amount of money in a fairly short amount of time, and it's like that sounds nice. Let me click into that. How did you do that? no one's gonna really care how I made $4,000 in like a year and a half. Like, that's not what are we gonna do with that, you know? So maybe that's also has been an insecurity of mine, or just is like I don't feel my business has not reached the success that I want it to have. And so it is what it is. That chapter, I really feel like that's the past of my business. I think in another video, maybe I'll get into more of like like my why and my, I guess a little more into the why of like why a branding agency, why content marketing. But I just always had a knack for social media and really communicating on social media. It's one thing to post a little selfie. I'm not talking about that. Like, I've had a way of knowing how to connect with someone on the other side of the screen for a long time, and it's a part of one of my advantages being a Gen Z person. I remember when Instagram came out. I had an account, right? Like, I was on Facebook. Like, I Snapchat. Like, I'm OG social media stuff. I've been there. I was too young. I had a MySpace, but I wasn't in the like height of MySpace like my older cousins were, like, and stuff like that. Twitter, he was on. I've been playing around and utilizing social media for for most of my life. When you think about the numbers and the years, you know, been on a computer. I just been on a computer, so it was just like I want to take some time in another video at another time to really just share more about my journey, but let's take this conversation back into like present day, what's going on now. And really, I'm so happy to have the clarity that I have on the personal brand that I'm building and the business that I'm building. And I'm happy to have the clarity on the fact that you know you need an audience first. When I had my branding agency, it's really like I didn't have anyone to really sell to because I didn't have an audience, and that's a part of the reason I had to really just take whoever was coming my way. I didn't have a content strategy. I didn't have a marketing strategy. I didn't have a sales strategy. I didn't have none of that stuff. But it's like I've been learning. Though I've been in this pivot for almost what it feels like 4 years, I've been learning. I've been growing and learning so many things, and now it's like the way as I prepare to launch my service, it's like I don't know how to describe how I feel right now. I just feel very grateful and happy that I have people to say, I created something. If you're interested in it, please take a look. If not, it's cool. Like I still have a lot that I can offer you through these videos, through these other avenues, through this social media stuff. But if you want a little bit more, I have it for you. It just feels great to be walking towards that. This is a vision that I've had for myself for a very long time, and I just love the way I'm able to go about it right now, truthfully. So it's I'm overall just excited. I feel like the word excited and like I'm happy. I'm looking forward to relaunching my business. I call it like my service because I'm not gonna be like screaming out my business name because honestly, nobody cares. But people connect with people, and that's why I've decided to build my personal brand first before working on my building my business brand. And I have a live stream about this. Like, I have content that speaks to the fact, like, if you're someone who wants to, whether you're afraid to call it a business, YouTube is a business. And if you're someone that wants to monetize your content outside of ad money, outside of brand deals, like, you really want to be able to create something for yourself online from an income standpoint, from a community standpoint, you need a personal brand. And so, yeah, like, that's my whole MO. And I'm just in this space of like getting to it. So please just, I'm going to document as much as I can. I'm huge on building in public. Like, I'm, I'm going to show you guys behind the scenes and just, I'm just gonna be. I'm an open book. I'm an open book with this business stuff, with this branding stuff, and I'm just looking forward to continuing the journey of my business. My business is going to be 5 years old in October. I'm so excited because by then my service, it should be out and available. I have a lot of things up my sleeve, so yes, if you're interested in getting in on just this, like I said early in the video, like this early access experience, just completely, it's going to be free. The intro to personal branding. It's really, that event is really going to mimic what I want to do with my clients within my service when it launches. So if you want to like taste of that for free, please go to the description in my just go to the link in my description box and um, check it out. Come to the intro to personal branding on YouTube. I think you are going to gain a lot from it. It's going to be so fun and informative and intimate. It's going to be a place for you to network and connect and learn, and I'm excited about that. That's going down August 24th. Yes, August 24th, 2024. And if you're watching this after that date, still go to the link in the description. I still have something free for you in the link in the description box. It doesn't matter when you see this, I have something for free that will bring you tons and tons of value without you spending $8. So thank you so much for watching. I hope the audio wasn't too bad. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye. Oh, wait. I didn't even mean to do this, but I'm from Boston. Like, I don't really talk about a lot of my personal details on my channel, but I grew up in Boston. I grew up between Boston and Brooklyn. Spent a whole bunch of summers and any school breaks in Brooklyn, New York. So I'm up north in my hometown, hanging out with family and just enjoying being up here in my hometown. But if anyone watching is from Boston or has any connection to Boston, please let me know in the comments. And that's all I have for you. Bye bye.